magiliw, perlas ang silanganan. Alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting. Sa manlulupit, di ka pasisingil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo baghang. May nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidinig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walang pagsikta, ay langit sa atin mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mamapit, ang namatay ng dahil sa'yo.
SEAMEO INNOTECH is an educational technology and innovation organization dedicated to providing innovative and technology-oriented learning services, research-based solutions, information sharing, and knowledge management to enable the education community in Southeast Asia to respond effectively to current and emerging needs and concerns. SEAMEO INNOTECH is an educational technology and innovation organization that serves as a training hub for capacity building, educational research, and knowledge management, and is committed to creating a better future and learning environment for learners. The center is committed to being a major player and agenda setter in the region to ensure that a better, brighter, and more promising future awaits every learner in the region, whenever, wherever, and whichever way learning takes place. SEAMEO INNOTECH is one of the 26 centers of SEAMEO. This chartered regional intergovernmental organization aims to promote regional cooperation in education, science, and culture among Southeast Asian nations. In January 1970, the SEAMEO Regional Center for Educational Innovation and Technology, also known since then as SEAMEO INNOTECH, was established as one of the regional centers of SEAMEO when the Council approved its first 5-year plan and interim plans of operations. It had moved from one member country to another until it found its permanent home in Diliman, Quezon City, Philippines on July 1, 1981. SEAMEO INNOTECH's mission is to provide innovative and technology-oriented learning services, research-based solutions, information sharing, and knowledge management to enable the education community in Southeast Asia to effectively respond to current and emerging needs and concerns, guided by the center's vision to realize a better future for every Southeast Asian learner. Under the center's capacity building programs, SEAMEO INNOTECH was able to train 123,490 education personnel in Southeast Asia for the past 10 years. In partnership with the Teacher Council of Thailand, the center was able to develop the Southeast Asian Teacher and School Head Competency Frameworks that served as the basis for training interventions and capacity building programs for the region. For 54 years, the center has been mandated to help the Southeast Asian education community address educational issues and concerns using appropriate technologies and innovations. SEAMEO INNOTECH achieves this through the implementation of its various programs and projects, namely capacity building for teachers, school heads, and other education personnel, research and development in educational innovation and technology, networking and collaboration among Southeast Asian institutions and organizations, knowledge sharing and promotion of best practices.
We would like to express our appreciation for SEAMEO INNOTECH for its continuous partnership with the Department of Education in giving trainings for our teachers, for our school heads, and for our supervisors. And we are always happy to hear good stories from our teacher participants of the SEAMEO training and they are always glad to share with us the practices that have been shared with them by other participants from other parts of the country. They always benefit from all these practices, and the trainings given by SEAMEO INNOTECH is a good benchmark for all our schools and all our teacher participants from DepEd Region 1.
So partnership is really the key in this innovation, in which we would also like to thank the SEAMEO INNOTECH, because SEAMEO INNOTECH give us the platform to share and to be known by most of the people, not only in the Philippines but in Southeast Asia.
It's on, keeping the passion alive. Participating in the massive open online courses serve as a platform for lifelong learning, intellectual growth, and exploration. It provided me with the perfect blend of flexibility and diverse knowledge about digital literacy, providing me with fresh perspective, full of potential, and acquisition of new knowledge.
Inspired by our upcoming 55th anniversary and motivated by our 10th FYDP, we at SEAMEO INNOTECH are all geared up to fulfill our commitment to bring about solutions to educational needs in the region, no matter the transformations, no matter the challenges. We are confident that we will once again weather current crises and changes and emerge a better, wiser, more responsive, and more innovative organization in the service of our education stakeholders. From learners, teachers, school heads, to education officials, all the way up to the highest education policymakers. We at SEAMEO INNOTECH remain unremitting in our commitment to provide a better future for every learner in Southeast Asia for 50 more years and beyond.
For the past years, the word innovation became a huge buzzword. But what does it mean to truly innovate? Here at SEAMEO INNOTECH, we believe that an innovation can only be fully realized once a significant amount of people has benefited from it. And in our case, as a regional center for educational innovation and technology, we place the learner at the front and center of our efforts. Good day, my name is Kay and welcome to INNOTECH's Educational Innovation Showcase. In this short but rich session, we want to shine the spotlight on two chosen school-based innovations from the Philippines that were mentored and fostered under the Educational Innovation Accelerator Program, or the EIAP. But before we delve into the details, let us first listen to a welcoming message from the manager of INNOTECH's Educational Research and Innovation Office, Dr. Diosdado M. San Antonio.
Greetings to everyone who's watching the Educational Innovation Showcase. The education landscape continues to evolve globally. Amidst the changes in education, innovation is essential in responding to constant developments in the teaching and learning process and ensuring positive learning outcomes for all learners. Literature confirms that education systems are expected to be robust, accessible, and relevant to the changing interests of teachers and learners, and responsive to the needs of current and future jobs. For over 50 years, INNOTECH has remained committed to providing high-quality and innovative education solutions to anticipate and address the unique needs and challenges of learners and educators in Southeast Asia. The Educational Innovation Accelerator Program, EIAP, is the center's first attempt to nurture budding school-based educational innovators. School-based innovations are deemed to have more traction for adoption, contextualization, and scale-up or replication, as these are developed by ground-level education implementers and practitioners themselves, such as school heads and teachers. The EIAP exemplifies a relevant, responsive, and innovative research and development program that serves as an innovation support system. Support systems, such as the EIAP, play a critical role in the successful implementation of innovations and in ensuring that these innovations will benefit as many teachers, learners, and education stakeholders as possible. The Project Vincent and Enay.com are exemplary models of school-based innovations that can contribute towards ensuring continuity of learning even in crisis situations, addressing and ending learning poverty, and improving the learning outcomes of our students in the Philippines. Through these strategic partnerships that we forged with our distinguished education innovators under the EIAP, we are confident that more and more learners, teachers, and education stakeholders will benefit from their innovations. The technical and modest financial assistance provided by SEAMEO INNOTECH under this program helped improve these budding innovations and rise to greater heights to facilitate their contextualization and scale up to reach as many education stakeholders as possible in the country and hopefully soon in the Southeast Asian region. Congratulations and more power to our new generation of innovators. May God bless us all.
Thank you for the warm welcome and words of encouragement, Dr. San Antonio. Indeed, it is the goal of the EIAP to support school-based innovations towards continuous improvement and scaling up. We hope that these exceptional innovations may eventually benefit more learners, not only in the country, but possibly in other SEAMEO member countries as well. Up next, we have here one of our EIAP proponents who will share how they initiated a community-based learning innovation in Sorsogon City called Enay.com. We will also be hearing from the Office of the Sorsogon City Mayor on how they align the efforts of Enay.com to their strategies for governance. Without further ado, here's the proponent of Enay.com, Mr. Rowan Celestra.
Diyos malhay na aldaw. Good day to everyone. I'd like to introduce to you Enay Melinda, a mother who wants to teach and help her child, but she lacks of knowledge and techniques because they did not finish studies. He is one of the 58% of mothers in Buena Vista, Sorsogon City. They wanted to help during pandemic, but they cannot. This is the cry of the community. How can they help? So, with the solutions that we have the Enay.com, empowering nanay, transforming communities through education. We empower and train mothers who want to help improve academic performance of children and promote community learning by capacity building, giving recognition, and providing learning resources for children and mothers through the Enay.com Learning Hub. We give them sessions. We provide them learning resources. We help them create learning hubs in their own home. And we give recognition at the end of the school year, those communities that really performs well. Our advocacy supporting the SDG 4 and SDG 5. Our team is composed of the presidents of the two communities, Buena Vista, headed by Melina Laksa, and Cambulaga, headed by Monica Abelio. And yours truly, we advocate education. I am a community organizer that believes in promoting the community empowerment. Everyone has his own contribution. Everyone could share. And I believe in impermanence. Nothing in this world is permanent. We could have solution to our problems. We could have brighter tomorrow. And according to our mother, Melinda Laksa, before he was helpless, before was one of those having frustrations, and also without the purpose of life as a mother. But now he could tell that he could help children, not only her children, but others' children, because of the capacity building, because of the things that she learned in Enay.com. And she even lead the group as the president. So we could create more Melinda Laksa. We could create more president that could help our children. So help us to continue Enay.com. Through your help, We could go digital. We could go with other needs of our children and mothers. And you can help us to share best practices of our mothers and partners. And we could inspire more schools to adopt also this project. Our partners as of today are the 64 local LGU of a city and 2 private partners and 1 international partner. We improve already access and quality education to those schools. We reached 64 barangays and received national and international recognition. You can do something. Support us to reach more mothers. 1,800 for the next 5 years. Memorandum support and ordinances for the adoption of the project in every municipalities. And build 1 Enay learning hub in every community. Join our mission, be our partner, grow with us. Empowering Nanay, transforming communities through education.
When Mayor Maria Esther Amor assumed as local chief executive in 2019, she immediately set to work to reach new heights for the city of Sorsogon. Armed with a 10-point agenda and ably backed up by the Legislative Department, she rolled out priority programs that would usher in a new day for Sorsogon City. Over time, the 10-point agenda evolved into the 10+1+1 agenda. In the recent years of Mayor Amor's administration, the city garnered national and even international acclaim, proving that these priority programs are worth every penny of public funds spent. 2 programs under her development agenda, Sulay sa Futuro and Yes to Children Assistance Program, are particularly focused on literacy and the welfare of the students, bringing in to the constituents not just knowledge but more importantly, empowerment. The focus on literacy is also in support of Sorsogon City's role as sub-regional center and seat of education in Sorsogon Province. Aside from the elementary and secondary schools run by the Department of Education under the City Schools Division, the city hosts 15 private schools. Of these, 3 offer a curricula spanning preschool to graduate studies. The opening of the Emilianum College of Law in 2001 and the Sorsogon State University Engineering Campus further raised the stake in terms of quality education. Since the first batch of graduates, both institutions have registered bar and board passers, with the SSU being named one of the top-performing schools in engineering and architecture. In recent years, schools from the city have likewise fared well in international competitions. College students have earned medals in international coding and computer competitions, while elementary and high school students also landed top placements in math Olympiads in Thailand and Singapore, among others. The pandemic, however, posed a serious challenge. While Sorsogon City was able to combat the effects of COVID in terms of direct assistance to families and the community, education and learning of the young ones proved to be a challenge. The temporary break from face-to-face learning and school activities became an added burden on those whose subsistence depended on everyday economic activity of the head of the family. The imposed pause from work took a toll not only on the family and on the community, but also on the government. Thus, the emergence of Enay.com as a tool for quality learning was a welcome opportunity for the city government, especially since it was initiated by Rowan Celestra, a member of the Academe and Civil Service Commission's Lingkod Bayan awardee. The support of the city government to this endeavor also marks a strong partnership in terms of education and literacy. While the city banks on its 10+1+1 agenda, this administration is likewise extending assistance to Enay.com not only to sustain the program, but to provide alternative education for the children and literacy for the parents who are doubly burdened and forced to dedicate time and knowledge to provide their children with the best in-house academic and educational alternatives. From the start of Enay.com, Mayor Amor has extended her support to the program in both personal and professional capacity. She initially provided 9 smart TVs for Buena Vista Elementary School so that the teachers and parents can use the rooms for Enay sessions and capacity building. She randomly visited the school to check on its operation and to be updated on its implementation and the need of the program implementers. Sending the message of support to this initiative, the mayor consistently hosted visitors from SEAMEO INNOTECH so that they can enjoy Sorsogon City while doing business for Enay.com. Undoubtedly, the city government is not remiss in its duty to provide quality education to the constituency. Now on her second term, Mayor Esther likewise evolved the YCAP and Sulay sa Futuro program to adapt to the changing times and the necessary changes it goes with. To highlight not just education for youth, and as a partnership effort recognizing the contribution of Enay.com, the city expanded its literacy program by going directly to the community. Partnership with the academe and individuals with passion and care for the young is a commitment Mayor Amor is not backing out of. Instead, she is resolved to take the program to even greater heights. With its concrete plans on educating mothers and equipping them through community capacity building, Enay.com is set to tie up with Sulay sa Futuro. The year-round transport of the city's mobile library will deliver training and capacity building for our ilaw ng tahanan, livelihood opportunities, tutorials and mentoring, arts and music, mental health and psychological first aid for the youth, families, and in need, and e-library and basic computer tutorials. All this while innovations, evolution, and constant update are in place to ensure keeping up with the changing times and responding to the need for inclusivity and transformational leadership. This is Sorsogon City. #Serbisyong May Puso.
Thank you so much for sharing about your homegrown innovations, Sir Rowan. And we thank the Office of the Sorsogon City Mayor Amor for their support to the education sector and community learning efforts such as Enay.com. Your commitment is proof that it truly takes a village to raise a child. Now let's listen to the story of how a chatbot developed by teachers served as a mechanism for remediation and learner support, aptly named Project Vincent. Moreover, the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent and Officer in Charge of DepEd Valenzuela City will be sharing their message of support. Let's welcome the proponent of Project Vincent, Mr. Samuel Olalia.
Good day everyone, I'm Sam. Welcome to Project Vincent. Our mission is to empower struggling learners to succeed, and we're excited to share our vision with you today. During the pandemic, 24,000 schools were closed. 27 million students were affected, and 3 million dropped out. At Vicente P. Trinidad National High School, in the past 3 school years, 7 out of 10 students were struggling learners. But even after the pandemic, this problem has persisted. Here's Jester, a student in our school, lagging behind from his peers, unmotivated, at risk of failing one or more of his subjects, and low-performing student. But he is not alone. Every school year, learners struggle with their studies for various reasons. As a teacher, I have felt deep compassion for Jester. We developed a solution called Project Vincent, a chatbot that empowers struggling learners to meet the essential competencies by offering interactive, self-paced, uses a familiar platform, and has an immediate feedback mechanism. What is the difference between Project Vincent and traditional printed remediation material? Project Vincent offers a more interactive, cost-effective, accessible, with immediate feedback and flexible solution. Who are we working with? We are working with the Schools Division Office of Valenzuela, which provide us with technical assistance, a partnership with SEAMEO INNOTECH's Educational Innovation Acceleration Program, which allows us to accelerate vertically and horizontally. In the 3 years implementation of the project, students have noticed its benefits. They have said that Project Vincent makes their learning activities more convenient and makes them understand difficult lessons. What have we achieved so far? We have trained 88 teachers in crafting 4A's remediation materials, 20 teachers trained in encoding the chatbot flows into the system, 157 struggling students, and 32 ADM students with a total of 189 students passed. What is our vision for Project Vincent? We envision to develop a standalone app that would enable us to deploy the system in an offline and an online environment. We seek wider implementation and support and integration to learning community hubs. After using Project Vincent, Jester has completed his junior high school, was elected as the Vice President of the Supreme Secondary Learner Government, graduated senior high school with several awards. With Project Vincent, students can improve their academic performance, boost their confidence and motivation, and develop essential skills for success. We're empowering students to succeed and reach their full potential. Help us to reach more students like Jester. We need your support to further increase Project Vincent's impact and reach more students like Jester and empower them and transform their lives. We need government partnerships with contextualized policies, strategic implementation, foundations and NGOs and private companies that would provide us with infrastructure, funding, and devices. We are also calling out to school communities that faces the same challenges such as us. We are calling to them to innovate and create their own Project Vincent. In behalf of the school community of Project Vincent, I'm Sam Olalia, and I would like to invite you in joining Project Vincent's cause, empowering learners, transforming lives.
Good day. The pandemic brought out in all of us resilience that is inherently Filipino. Resilience which became the core of our strength and our pursuit for excellence in education amidst all the challenges. We exerted effort in finding answers to the hardships that we educators and our learners faced during those trying times. And it is an honor to speak about Project Vincent, an initiative and innovation that truly cemented our commitment in continuous learning. Project Vincent focused on providing support in the implementation of the blended learning modality. Then, we observed the declining attendance in the online classes, lack of effective feedback mechanisms between learners and teachers, and the significant effects of the changes in the learning environment. This prompted the creation of Project Vincent, a technology-supported teaching and learning innovations designed to address these issues. Project Vincent, a Facebook Messenger chatbot application, delivered remediation lessons to students. It presented lessons and used multiple choice tests to assess learning and provided immediate feedback to users. It is described to be accessible, effective, and engaging. In fact, 96 of the SAL learners used the system and benefited from this innovation during the pandemic. Currently, under the Educational Innovation Acceleration Program of the SEAMEO INNOTECH, Project Vincent has further improved its remediation materials, expanded its subject area coverage, and increased its beneficiaries. For the school year 2023-2024, Project Vincent had 189 users, of which 157 are STAR learners and 32 are ADM learners. Out of 157, 91.28% of STAR learners passed, and Project Vincent played a significant role in this great achievement. The Schools Division Office of Valenzuela City supported this initiative. Notably, principals and teachers attended the workshop on developing the EIAP acceleration and sustainability plans on March 1, 2023 with former Superintendent Militon Sorbano. The division also affirmed its support for the project by witnessing the partnership agreement between SEAMEO INNOTECH and Vicente P. Trinidad National High School, signed by then Superintendent Alejandro Ibanez. Moreover, the division has adopted Project Vincent as a research innovation. The Division Research Committee has provided technical assistance in assessing its effectiveness. Under this leadership, we continue to support its implementation. As we move forward, I am encouraging my fellow schools division leaders to go back to the school-based innovations like Project Vincent. School-based innovations are born at the grassroots level and are tailored to the specific needs of learners, parents, and teachers in the field. By fostering such innovation, we can ensure that our educational approaches are relevant, effective, and responsive to the challenges we face today. My sincerest gratitude to the Educational Innovation Acceleration Program of SEAMEO INNOTECH for their unwavering support and commitment to the Project Vincent. Their vision and dedications have been instrumental in the project's success and expansion. To the Schools Division Office of Valenzuela City and all the dedicated educators and stakeholders involved, thank you for upholding the right of every learner to access quality and responsive education. My sincerest commendation goes to Mr. Samuel Romero Olalia, the proponent of this remarkable project. Project Vincent stands as a testament of what can be achieved when we embrace innovation and technology in education. Let us continue championing initiatives like Project Vincent and may its success be an inspiration to everyone. Para sa bansang makabata, batang makabansa.
Thank you, Teacher Sam, for sharing about Project Vincent and giving a great example of how technology can be harnessed to aid learning continuity and remediation. We also thank DepEd Valenzuela City Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Noel Bagano, for helping us understand and further appreciate the efforts and gains of Project Vincent. We are about to conclude this session, but it would be great to learn about how innovations like Enay.com and Project Vincent can thrive and serve more learners. To give a few pointers and to close this insightful gathering, here is Center Deputy Director Kochakon Katapan Asidre.
On my very first week working here at SEAMEO INNOTECH, I was able to welcome a group of teachers who were then undergoing a mentoring session under the Educational Innovation Accelerator program. I remember during that day, I was speaking about the potential of technology-supported and the other school-based innovation in revolutionizing education. And today, I am delighted to see how this innovation have further improved and grown under the EIAP. For Enay.com, or the educational for nanny or grandmother in the community, I see how parents are equipped with the necessary skills and also connect with the community. I also see how it fosters engagement with local stakeholders. The success of this activity has reflected in the performance of the learners who benefited from the program. In the case of Project Vincent, a good practice by using the technology to improve classroom interaction. I can see that working with the Schools Division Office of Valenzuela City serves as a way to share this innovation with more schools as it undergoes continuous improvement. So for me, innovation is not just about inventing new things, but it's about envisioning a better world. It's about empowering individuals, fostering collaboration, and transforming ideas into solutions that have the real impact on our lives. Enay.com and Project Vincent have proven that this innovation works. Each innovation you see today is a testament to the belief that we can always do better, and that progress is born from our collective courage to question, experiment, and ultimately make a difference. We encourage you to reach out to them or to EIAP to learn more on how we can adopt this program to your own context. I'd like to also encourage our stakeholders to support these innovations so they can continue to improve their solutions and scale up to more places, not only in the Philippines, but also in Southeast Asian region as a whole. So congratulations to our EIAP proponents. Let's keep innovate for the betterment of our learner. Together, we can make a lasting difference.
Thank you for that uplifting message, Deputy Director Asidre. We have now reached the end of our Educational Innovation Showcase. Indeed, the need to innovate does not stop when circumstances return to normal. Rather, it is our duty and challenge as education advocates to keep developing and improving our systems and approach to ensure that no learner is left behind. And in the spirit of fostering a community of innovation, please feel free to reach out to the following for questions and concerns. You can email us at info@seameo-innotech.org. The essential details will also be flashed on the screen shortly. We hope that we were able to offer a glimpse of what it could be like to develop school-based learning solutions. There are so many promising innovations in schools. They just need a little push so they can create a bigger impact within their community and beyond. With that, thank you very much for your time and attention. I'm Kay, and this has been the SEAMEO INNOTECH Educational Innovation Showcase.